This video is about connecting with your higher self through listening to the whisper and trusting the whisper. So, what is the whisper? The whisper is that voice of your higher self within you. And that whisper can be experienced in a lot of different ways, but basically most people ignore it. So a lot of people act like, well, how do I find my higher self? Where do I go to find my higher self? What do I do? What are the procedures? You need to start with this. Your higher self is your true identity. It's not the persona, the identity that you are inhabiting right now, but it is your true identity. It's like if you had amnesia and you were walking around confused and didn't remember things, you would have a certain identity. I'm the guy with amnesia that doesn't remember anything. What the hell's going on? Your identity might be very limited. But what you would be seeking at that time would be your real identity, your identity that you had before the amnesia. So you would realize that there is this greater identity that I've forgotten. And you would know that it's there somewhere. You know, it didn't fly off to Jupiter. It's just a matter of dialing it back in. And that's the same with your higher self. Your higher self, your soul, whatever you want to call it, it's the part of you that has been through all existences, all lifetimes. And that part of you is really profound. It's an amazing being. But it can't come and take over your life because it decided to have this life and to be you. So all it's really allowed to do is kind of whisper in your ear, give you little hints, throw out some synchronicities. Like a lot of times with my healing clients or my hypnosis clients, my intuitive consulting clients, what happens is I will say some weird sentence that comes to my mind that I don't even know why I'm saying it, but I trust it. And my client will be like, oh my God, did you just say the croissant fell on his boot? I just said that 10 minutes ago. You know, like it's a nonsense thing. It's not an important statement. But it's the fact that I said the exact same phrase that's an unusual phrase that, you know, I'm making up the croissant and boot, but there was something just a few days ago about croissant. And the client's just like, oh my God, you said that exact thing. Now, I don't know anything about it, okay? I just said words. I always tell my clients, that's for you. That's so that you know I'm tapped in. So what the hell am I tapped into? I'm tapped into that whisper. That when I hear it, I say it. I repeat it. Even though there's always that part of my brain that says, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you even saying that? What the hell's going on? Okay, so the thing is, that whisper is something that you have probably doubted your whole life. And if you're really in the adventurous spiritual group, probably what you did is you said, I think I heard a whisper. And then you blew it off after that and you doubted it. And you sliced and diced with your intellect, with your egoic thinking mind. And that's fine, because the thing you always have to remember is your higher self doesn't need you to remember it. Your higher self is fine. And your higher self chose to be you and forget it. So your higher self isn't sitting there like, please remember me. Nah. Now, obviously, it would be a sign of spiritual evolution if you did. And your higher self does give you whispers to help you evolve. But it's not like emotionally invested in it, right? It's not going to go commit suicide because you didn't get in touch with it. It can't, even if it wanted to. And it sure as hell would never want to. Anyway, just another crazy thought out of my brain. So the thing is, it's all about just doing something with the whisper that comes. Now, what I encourage people to do when they're starting this process of becoming more intuitive, don't ever say things as like, I got a psychic message that blah, blah, blah. Okay? Because you're just learning. I'm not saying that someday you won't be able to make huge psychic pronouncements to the world. If that's your deal, if that's your life path, bravo. I wish you well in that. But the thing is, what you want to do is listen to the whisper and then just do something like, I had the weirdest thought just now. Croissant on a boot. What the hell does that even mean? That gives the other people around you the chance to either be like, I don't know, what the hell are you talking about, right? Or to say, oh my God, no way, you just said croissant on a boot. Did you just say that? Right. And when that happens, you're going to have that little jolt. When the two people align on that, okay, then you're going to feel the rush of the higher frequency energy coming in. And what I urge you to do at that point is just enjoy it and throw it away. Okay? Do not make a big thing. Don't go tell a bunch of people you just had this amazing synchronicity. I'm not saying to be all secretive about it, but I'm saying be gentle at this stage of the process. Because it's like you are delivering a baby. You don't want to just like reach in, grab the baby, yank it out, put it up there, show the world, look at this baby, right? No, you got to be gentle. You can't just yank the baby out of the mom, right? And you can't just like wave it around in the air. And, it's a baby. It's fragile. You have to respect the birth process. I know I do give weird imagery. It's just part of what I do. If you don't like it, I promise there will be more. Okay? Keep watching my videos and there will be more. But, it's just something that you're probably not going to forget. And so that's just my style. Whatever. I'm weird. But anyway, so what you want to do is just pass it on. Okay? You hear the whisper, and in one way or the other, pass it on to whoever's just around right at that moment. Don't hold on to it. Don't save it up for the right person, because it might just be the cashier that's standing right in front of you when you had the weird thought. And just get it out of your mouth one way or another. Croissant on a boot? What the hell does that mean? And watch the cashier's eyes, right? Now, a huge percent of the time, it's going to be nothing. Another large percent of the time, it will be something, and the person will not tell you. And I don't want you to ask them. I want you to act like no big deal as you pass it along. I don't want you to deify this thing as this huge event. Because when you do that, you put too much pressure. You rush the birth. Okay? And that's not healthy for the baby. In this case, the baby is your connection to your own intuition. So please don't rush that connection. Please be gentle with it. But just say something to whoever's around, whoever you're on the phone with, whatever it is, and then let it go. If you keep doing that, you will find that, you know how all the psychics always say everybody's psychic, but it's just something that you have to work on and learn? Well, this is one of the ways you do that. And as you pass things along and you get feedback, you slowly start to gain confidence in the whisper. And it'll just be a natural unfoldment. And this is one aspect of your higher self becoming more a part of your identity. And you having access to the magic of your higher self, which is way smarter than you and me combined. So anyway, listen to the whisper, pass it on, but don't make a big production out of it. Rinse and repeat, and eventually you're going to realize just how intuitive you are and always have been, but just didn't know it. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and make me a happy man. Thank you.